I went to Sweden recently, and a family friend that in as much as it snows in Sweden more than in the UK, they, the Swedes, find that the UK is a lot colder than Sweden. This is because UK winter is moist and it rains all the time. Whenever it rains, it bites. It's turning cold now, and the days are getting dark quite quickly in the United Kingdom. Temperatures drop to low single figures, and as the UK is an island, it can rain at any time. But the Brits still find it annoying and surprising whenever it rains. The temperature is quite a conversation starter for awkward moments, even at bus stops or on a Monday morning in the office. So, in order to survive the winter in the UK, here are some things I have noticed that are useful. First up is to have a brolly wherever you go, in your handbag, in your man bag, whatever it is you're carrying with you. A brolly is an umbrella. You never even know when it will rain, just be prepared. It helps to also get a coat that has a hoodie in case you forget a brolly. Which then leads me to the next point. Keep your head covered. Apparently, we lose 87% of our body heat through our heads when it is left uncovered. It is very essential to wear a hat or keep a hat on whenever you're out in the cold. You'll be amazed at how stylish hats can be, when you match it to your wardrobe. Layering up on clothing is the way to go. Find a style that works for you. On a good winter day, I find this works for me. A thermal first, then a short sleeve, which has to be cotton, then a long sleeve, and then a jumper. To top all that off, I then wear a jacket or a coat, and then add other accessories, which I'll touch on later. Layers are a great way to help regulate your body temperature and provide you with much needed insulation. Better to have more layers than less. This is because if you get hot, you can always peel the layers off. When layering your clothing, ensure that you're holding down the sleeves with your thumb, the long sleeve with your thumb, so that they don't roll up when you pull on your jacket. Get you some thermals. You'll be glad that you have them. I found them to be very useful actually, and they come in tops and bottoms for both male and female. Thermals keep you warm and they last for time. They're worth every penny. Also to add to the list is a pair of cozy socks and winter socks. Not your usual shoe socks, no, they're not thick enough. You need to get cozy woolly socks. They're much thicker. Then you need woolly gloves. Your feet, the tip of your nose, and fingers, as well as your ears and your head, will give you signals that the weather isn't your friend. It is better to be safe than sorry. Make sure the gloves are touchscreen gloves as well. It is pointless you taking off your gloves to answer a phone call or to use your phone while you're out in the cold. The next thing you need are scarves or snoods. They're similar in function and they're usually made from similar materials. Scarves you throw on and snoods you simply put on over your head. They keep your neck warm. They're stylish, and depending on how you choose to wear them, you can pull wonderful looks off with them. Then we have leggings. When it gets cold, it gets really cold, especially when it rains. Oh, I find that wearing a pair of jeans alone won't cut it. So you wear a pair of warm leggings underneath for that extra layer of warmth. Be prepared to drink lots and lots of tea or coffee, or even hot chocolate, whatever rocks your boat. You need hot beverage to survive British winter. Along the same thread is to be prepared to have hot soups to start your day in order to keep warm. If you're not too keen on caffeine, then try warm water. That helps too. Not drinking enough water can lead to dehydrated and itchy skin in winter, especially if you're a person of color. Next up is skin dip. Get yourself a lip balm, a hand cream, and a good moisturizing body lotion. There's nothing worse than having itchy, dry skin. Winter has a way of drying out the moisture in the skin, so it is best to get products that help along the way. Pop a hand cream in your handbag and in the car for when you're out and about. Leave one in the kitchen after doing the dishes. Have your lip balm at all times wherever you feel your lips are going dry. Best not to leave them until they're chapped and they're bleeding. No. Then you need a good hydrating and moisturizing body lotion or cream for your body, for your skin. Now, the daylight saving is something I think a lot of residents are aware of. The clocks change in winter, which is usually October, where we get an extra hour of sleep. Be prepared, set your alarm. Although it's usually done over the weekend, it can still catch you out. So you lose the same hour in March, because then the clocks change again, so it balances out for the year. The cold season can be quite isolating for everyone. A lot of people are affected by SAD, which is known as seasonal affective disorder. It's sometimes known as winter depression, symptoms of which can include a persistent low mood, a loss of pleasure or interest in normal everyday activities, irritability, feelings of despair, guilt, and worthlessness, sleeping for longer than normal and finding it hard to get up in the morning, craving carbohydrates and gaining weight, difficulty concentrating, even decreased sex drive. For some people, these symptoms can be severe and have significant impact on their day-to-day activities. Try as much as possible to stay active. Walk, run, jump, dance, just do anything to stay active. I know the British winter would make you want to hole up at home or indoors, especially now when most people work from home. But the best thing you can do is to go outdoors for fresh air. This will help you not to fall ill, and generally it's good for the mood. Stay busy. If you think about winter being dark, early, cold, raining, then you're right, yes. However, one thing you don't want to do is to be idle. Staying active increases blood circulation. It lifts the mood, which will get you through the winter period. Don't overdo it by getting sweaty though, because that will only draw the heat away from your body and you're likely to feel colder than necessary. So a few bonus tips here. Bonus tip 1, get up your vitamin D supplements. The sun will not always show up, so you need to maintain the vitamin levels in your body. Foods like salmon, tuna, oatmeal, and even oranges are amazing sources of vitamin D. So if you can, include them in your diet to make up for the gloomy, cloudy days. Another tip is when I open the window in the morning and it's clear skies and the sun is out, I know it's bitterly cold. So it will be a day to layer up and install the weather app on your phone. It helps. Winter officially runs from 1st of December to 31st of March. During December, January, and February, you're more likely to experience colder weather than other times of the year. During December, the UK gets an average of only possibly 8 hours of daylight. In Scotland, the shortest day has just under 7 hours of daylight, so it's not so bad. Now, for tourists or those considering visits to the United Kingdom, the days are shorter. If you don't like getting up early or staying out late, then visiting the UK during the winter period from November to February may not be for you. In addition, many attractions, including the National Trust properties, tend to close for shorter opening hours. This means you may not be able to see and do as much as you want. The weather can be cold, especially if you're visiting places in northern England, Scotland, and other parts of the UK where snowfalls are common. During winter, there aren't a lot of snow in London. Winter is the rainiest season of the year, so car journeys can take longer due to poor visibility, slow drivers. Same applies to train journeys if they're not cancelled. Snow and ice make road travel even more challenging and can make it harder for you to get around, so you might want to consider that. In colder months, be prepared for cold and damp, with temperatures averaging around 5 degrees Celsius and as low as -4 in northern parts of Scotland. Expect more than the odd rainy day. It wouldn't be the UK without rain.